Currently, the baby's napping. So I'm just going to catch you up on what I've been doing. A couple weeks, Dean's parents have been in town, so we were pretty busy just doing family stuff. I got sick after we went to the pumpkin patch. Really got behind on Inktober and I never got caught back up, unfortunately. I want to start, I want to get back into drawing because I want to make our Christmas card myself again this year, which I did last year, and I just did a black and white card. Really, I was scared to do color because printing is so, it's hard to know what your colors are gonna look like when you work with printing anywhere. Like I print at Office Depot a lot because they have same day pickup. Or the Christmas card I sent them, I think, to Minted, and I wasn't sure how the colors were gonna look, so I didn't wanna order, 40 cards and then get the box and hate how it looked in terms of the coloring. This year, I think I'm gonna branch out and do color. I might even just print at Office Depot because I'll show you something like this, just like the card stock, and print it at Office Depot for our Christmas or holiday card because it worked well. Yeah, I need to draw, but I also wanted to create sort of day in the life artist vlog of me doing what I do every day as a stay-at-home mom / artist. I want to be artist, but obviously she really believes in when you start free art, artist, that's from the mindset itself. When you're an artist, it really helps. When you believe it, then others believe it, and it's just
stop this now. The whole world must know we can't keep it up. Yet here we are, and once again we better show we are prepared. Together we can promise this much, yet here we are. So warm, so clear, why can't we say the words? But now it's time, and so it's not too late to change what we can, but this again. So wrong, so clear, why can't we say the words? But now it's time, let's do this now.
Hello, it's voiceover Cassie here. Wanted to mention in this portion of the video where I'm drawing for Inktober, this drawing actually never made it as one of my Inktober drawings, but I am using the drawing guide that I explained in my top Procreate tips video, so I wanted to link that here and just further explain how I use the tool, and you'll be able to see better. But as I'm drawing, obviously the pieces that I'm drawing are being duplicated on either side of the canvas, So then I just use the selection tool and move the little flowers or strawberries around to create whatever pattern I'm looking to create, and you can move them so that they're more of a tossed pattern look instead of just symmetrical on either side. And back to the drawing video. Hope you enjoy. Hello, if you are still with us. Hopefully during the break you got a coffee or water or a tea, something, since this is quite the long vlog, but we're having fun. We're drawing, and now I'm talking to you. I thought since I showed you in this vlog just 2 of the fun activities that I do while Roxanne is napping, I would explain her current sleep schedule as a 1-year-old in case this is interesting to you or you also have a 1-year-old. So before daylight savings happened, we woke up at 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. we eat breakfast, play in the playpen, and then she goes to sleep for her first nap 2 hours after she wakes up. So 9 a.m. she'll usually sleep for an hour and a half in her first nap. So then she usually wakes up around 10:30 a.m. And after she wakes up, I make lunch, we play, she eats lunch, and she's awake for 3 hours. So from 10:30 to 11:30, 12, 1:30. And during that time, like I said, we have lunch, and we usually leave the house at least once to get myself a coffee, which is always a fun activity. And then we come back. She has her nap at 1:30, another hour and a half nap, and wakes up at 3 p.m. typically. And after that last nap, she is awake for, I would say, about 4 hours at least before her bedtime. So during the last 4 hours of the day, we're just hanging out, playing in the playpen, making dinner, cleaning, random things. We don't usually leave the house during this time because she's not walking yet. So if we leave, she usually has to be in the stroller, or I don't know. It's just not as much fun for her to leave the house at this point. When she starts walking, it will be fun for both of us, I think, to go out and do more activities. But for now, we just crawl around the house. So that is my typical day as a stay-at-home mom with a 1-year-old. It's the best job ever. And before I was a stay-at-home mom, I, had that idea in my mind of, being a stay-at-home mom, you're just hanging out. It's not hard. And what do you do all day? Which, it is my favorite job that I've ever done. And I do get to hang out with Roxanne all day, which is my favorite. But it's also really hard in a weird way that you don't expect it to be. And I'll try to explain it in a later video, but if you're a stay-at-home mom, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not a stay-at-home mom, then you probably won't understand it unless you become one. It's really an interesting job to have, and it truly is a job. I wouldn't not call it a job. So I don't know. I wanted to vocalize that thought, and that I really enjoy being a stay-at-home mom, and it is definitely a job, but I also like doing this art stuff because it gives me something outside of being a mom that is for me, even though being a mom is the most important job in the world. So shout out moms and dads.
So yeah, leads me back to what I'm doing here. So I'm studying for the general contractor's license in Kansas. And I have a test scheduled to take on December 23rd, and I really want to stick to that. I think in the next 2 months I can get this bookmarked and get everything that I need for the test and practice. The person I found on YouTube recommends taking 4 practice tests, or 4 or 5, and so that you just get used to the questions and being able to read the question, look it up in the book, and just get through the 90 questions in 4 hours. My mom's also, I think, gonna take the test. Shout out Mom, who is one of my dedicated followers on this YouTube channel. She's gonna be taking the contractor's test also, so I think I'm gonna force her to do some practice tests with me, losing my train of thought. So let's just start bookmarking together and be semi-productive during this time. Okay, that was not as painful as I thought. So yeah, now what should we do? The baby went to bed at like 1:20. So, okay, that's it for now.